Hello? What's up? How we doing? Welcome to the Good Times Cast. I'm your host, the one and only TikTok star, musical sensation, and now podcast host, Harry Bickings. Now, when I say something like this, it was long overdue. I mean it. I really do. Running a podcast has been something that I've wanted to do ever since I started making music and videos. Of course, I'm aware that only listeners will be my family and friends, but that's okay with me, because regardless, I'm gonna have a good time. I didn't even mean to do that. This is off to such a good start. Anyway, I'm so excited for this, and I hope you are too, because this will be such a fun adventure for me. You and everyone listening. I will say, please bear with me, because this is the beginning. And I'm still working things out with this, like the lengths of each episode. I know this one won't be too long, because it's the start, and I don't really know what to say, but... or how I can go more than 2 sentences without talking like an idiot. And I've already done that a few times, so... this is a whole process, and I'm so very glad that you all decided to join me for it. I mean, personally, I think my ability to mess up every word is one of the best things about this. I think it'll entertain you guys enough. I mean, I'm always listening to other podcasts. They always have it down to a T. I'm like, wow, they're pretty good at that. I would love to be as cool as those people someday. Little do I know, I already am, and I'm cooler than them. But I do think with time, I will get there. So like I said, please bear with me. It'll get much better. So why not go into a little background, I guess? Why not start from day one? The hospital. Nope. Kinda gross. None of you need to hear that if we're being honest. We'll just go. I was born in New Jersey. I lived in the good old Woodbury, New Jersey up until I was 13, the hood. I know, insane. I bet you all can tell with how I act. I was homeschooled till 13 as well, which would also explain why I'm just so cool and know how to talk to people so well. I moved here in Virginia around 2015, and I've been here ever since, and let me just say, that is probably one of the best things that could have ever happened to me. Like, I'm just so much cooler now. I am just so much more handsome. It's Virginia. It changed me. Anyway, I work at Sheetz, the gas station, which kind of reminds me. I wrote notes for this a few months back, acting like I was going to record a few months early. And I was talking about how I have such awesome friends who work there. And now they all quit and moved on to better things. I'm not mad at them. Not at all. I'm proud of them, but still sad. Because I know I'm working there all alone. But it's okay. It's sad, but I'm getting through it somehow, and who knows? Maybe I'll join them in leaving sometime soon. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know what the future holds. But I do know that it's great pay, so I'm staying for now. And another one of my sisters may be joining me. Sid, if you're listening to this, apply please. I can't be alone anymore. Anyway, that's all about me. That's all the interesting things about me. So, what we're gonna go into now is probably my favorite thing about this podcast. I added it myself. I think this is going to be very, very fun. I have a wheel spin, like the Wheel of Fortune, you may say. And whichever thing it lands on, it's got a ton of topics. Whichever one it lands on, me or some guests have to... It sounded like I said host. I meant hosts. Hosts. I just cut myself off randomly. Anyway, we have to talk about that. I think this will add some much needed spice and flavor to this wonderful show. Okay, so here goes nothing. Ready? The first spin of the Good Times cast. And today we have Drum roll. Oh, well, that one's actually 4 guests that are on the show. It's what is your honest Harry Bickings opinion? And I feel that if I answer that, I may come off as a bit biased. But anyway, I'll answer it as honest as I can. Harry Bickings is an incredibly handsome and cool and smart guy that should be dating Selena Gomez. I'm not lying. She sees I DM her on Instagram. I'm like, hey Selena Gomez, you want to be on my podcast? And she doesn't even open it. Like, what is she doing that's so interesting that she doesn't have time to talk to me? I don't know. I'll spin for real now. I mean, that was a real spin, but like, I'll do an actual good topic. Okay. The first spin of the Good Times cast. Drum roll. I was patting on my computer. Anyway. Okay. So, the second topic is tell a random story. And I think this is perfect for me because I'm so bad at winging anything. This is going to be so funny. So, here we go. Well, now I'm kind of blanking. And this is what I'm saying. This is why I... No. Wait. Here we go. Okay. Here goes nothing. So one time, I got the opportunity to go to the MLB All-Star Game in 2018. I got these really nice seats because we had this awesome family member that he knows everyone in planet Earth. It's so cool. But, so we already had good seats. And then we moved on to even better seats. But, after the game, we went into the dugout area, like where the players walk out to go home or whatever. And lo and behold, are you ready? This is just so crazy. It's all the commentators and everything. Me, my dad, and then a few other family members. We just see the one and only J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, walking down this aisle where all of them walk to like get to their cars, I guess. And it was insane. I'm like, that's J-Lo. And she basically looked at me and smiled and then looked down really fast. But it was love at first sight. It really was. I felt the connection basically right away, and I think she did too. She hasn't returned any of my calls. Anyway, no, but it was awesome. Okay, so I think I actually nailed that first question. Let's see, what else to talk about? I guess now I'll talk about what to expect in this wonderful, amazing, super great podcast. So, obviously, expect some real shenanigans, expect a lot of fun commentary, whether it's from me and a bunch of the many guests I have lined up to join me on this podcast. Expect that question wheel to evolve over time. I think over time I'll definitely get more questions, more fun ones. I mean, I think the 2 that I got there were pretty exciting. Yeah, and most importantly, I'm going to say this on purpose. Expect to have a good time. This podcast was made to brighten your day, help you while you're working, trying to sleep, really anything. Just helping you get a smile on your face. Hopefully this makes your day. I just want to be able to put a smile on everyone's face. And that's not going to work because I'm pretty sure, like I said, only my family and friends are listening to this. But I think this is a fantastic place to start. And I mean, I don't really have much else. That just about does it. So thank you so much if you made it this far. I hope you enjoyed this first episode. Only expect it to get better, because it will. It really will. I think I'll get better at talking. I think either the next or the one after that should have my first guest joining me as well. Guest/guest. You never know. You never know with me. I'm just a real wild card. It's just exciting. But I had fun. Thank you for joining me. I'm so very excited that you are here on this journey. And you know what? I actually have this written down. I am going to leave you with a quote every single podcast at the end. So here's the first one. One of the best ways to make other people happy is to be happy yourself. Okay, that is all I got for you today. Again, thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Have a good time. I'm never going to say that again. Bye-bye.